Annie has let me know that he's going to take a little bit to get back on, so we are going to start without him. That's okay. Oh, another fun fact for anybody that saw a comment in the back, he does record story times. Have no fear. He will not record your name tags or anything. I record all my readings for YouTube in case, like Vivi had to go early, in case you miss them or you want to read them later, check them out. Remember that one book you thought you wrote down but forgot? It's always there in the YouTube, and you can find that. Man, I'm all off my game. My bad, everybody. You can find that when I remembered to post it in local. Because I forgot my cool board that tells you all the cool things about me and story time. There you go. Hi, Phoebe. Welcome in. You're just in time. Okay. We're starting with the Little Golden Book, Walt Disney's Ben and Me. Based on the book by Robert Lawson. Pictures by Walt Disney Studio. If you should ever visit the fair city of Philadelphia, very likely you will see a fine statue to the memory of Benjamin Franklin, one of our country's first great leaders, philosopher, inventor, and patriot. If you are fortunate enough to have a good view of the crown of the statue's broad-brimmed hat, you may see there a tiny statue to one of our country's unsung great, a chap by the name of Amos Mouse. It was Amos, you see, who was really responsible for many of the great deeds credited to Franklin, and here is the story, in his own words. I was born and raised in Philadelphia, in the old church on 2nd Street. Our home was in the vestry behind the paneling. There were 26 children in the family. With that many mouths to feed, we were naturally poor. In fact, as poor as church mice. Since I was the oldest, I decided to set out into the world and make my own way. If I were successful, I could help the others, but in any case, it left one less mouse to feed. In the winter of 1745, those were difficult times. Jobs were scarce, especially for a mouse. All day I tramped all through the snow, dodging where to turn. If I didn't find shelter soon, I'd be done for. My last hope was an old run-down shop out near the edge of town. A sign over the door read, Benj Franklin, printer and bookbinder. Somehow that sounded promising, so I found my way inside. The place was full of strange contraptions, brass rods, tangles of wires, and such. It was about as cold inside as out. Back in the shadows sat a little round-faced man, trying to write by candlelight. As I watched him, he began to shiver with cold. Then came a mighty sneeze. Ah! Ah! Achoo! Off flew his glasses, and then they crashed to the floor. Oh, dear, don't tell me, cried the little man. My last pair! Now what'll I do? I'll never get my paper out. And if I don't pay my rent in 24 hours, the men I owe money to will take my press and my furniture and throw me out. 24 hours, I said thoughtfully. That isn't much. It's hopeless, said the little man. But you can't give up, I told him. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, Mr. Franklin. My name's Ben, he said, plain Ben. And what would you do, whatever your name is? Oh, my name's Asmos, I told him, one of the church mice from over 2nd Street, and the first thing I'd do is figure out a way to heat this place. I suggested a firebox in the middle of the room so the heat didn't go up the chimney. Of course, it had to be made of iron, with a pipe to the chimney to carry the off-smoke. It wasn't much to look at, but he got it made. It works, Amos, he had to admit. Say, I wonder if we couldn't make these and sell them. Call them Franklin stoves. You know? Okay. If you know your history, of course you know he did. Well, while Ben had been fooling around with the stove, I'd been at work on his glasses. He'd broken both his outdoor and his reading pair. The only thing left was to make one pair out of the two, fitting the glass together the best I could. "Will they do?" I asked, when he tried them on. "Will they do?" he echoed. "Why, almost they're great! 2A glasses? By George! Bifocals, even! That's what we'll call 'em." And to my surprise, they became famous, too, even more so than the Franklin stoves. We were ready to get to work on the paper, and when I took a look at it, I found it really needed work. Poor Richard's almanac. It was called poor indeed. I thought there wasn't really a bit of news in the whole sheets. What would you suggest then? Ben said. Well, first, I'd give it a new name, something snappy like, the Gazette, the Pennsylvania Gazette. Then I'd give it some news, real news. But where will I get news at this hour? Ben Franklin wanted to know. So of course I had to go out and get it for him. I found a big fire on Chestnut Street. I came upon some fellows plotting to cheat the city. I filled my pocket notebook full of news. Then I raced back to Ben and helped him set it in type and print off all the sheets on his hand printing press. It was a long night's work, but I'm here to state it was worth it. By evening the next day, everyone in Philadelphia was reading the Gazette. Ben Franklin was a success. From then on, I went everywhere with Ben, riding conveniently on his hat so I could lean down and give him pointers now and then. Well, the years went by, and Ben's reputation grew. Letters poured in from all over the colonies asking his advice on all kinds of things. It took most of my spare time to answer them. Meanwhile, Ben was puttering around with his experiments, and in one of them that led us to the parting of our ways. At first he fussed around with cat's fur and sparks with jars and wires. Electricity, he said he was studying. Then Ben took up a kite flying. That was the beginning of the end. To the framework of his largest kite he'd fastened a small box just for me. I was to be the world's first flying reporter, he said. I was so thrilled by flying, seeing the whole countryside spread out like a storybook below, that I failed to notice a sharp, pointed wire fastened to the kite above my head. The first hint I had that anything was wrong was when the sky darkened with thunderclouds and the mean rain began to blow. The kite spun and shivered, but Ben would not pull me in. I screamed myself hoarse. I tugged at the rope. Now lightning was flashing along the horizon. Thunder rolled. The storm was moving our way. Suddenly, with a blast that seemed to split the world, lightning struck my kite. The shock went through me and almost tore the kite to ribbons. I thought my end had surely come. Now too late, Ben began to wind in the rope. The kite and I, in tatters both, became staggering down the wind and landed in a tree. When Ben found us there, he scooped me up in just one hand. Almost speak to me, he cried. I could almost forgive him for what I had suffered. He seemed so deeply upset. Shakily, I managed to open one eye. Almost, he cried again. Was it electricity? I had been the victim of a plot. All he cared about was whether or not the sizzle in the lightning bolt was the same as electricity, and that was the end for me. Goodbye, I said. Goodbye forever. And though he pleaded with me to change my mind, I left Ben then and went back to my family in the vestry of the old church. The years that followed were troubled ones. Restless crowds filled the streets. There were riots and loud talk against the stamp tax and other outrages of the king. It was during this crisis that Ben was chosen to go to England and lay our case before the king. The colonies eagerly awaited his return, but his mission was a failure. The king would not listen. It seemed as if war must surely come, but the people had no clear statement of their cause to hold them together through their long, bitter fight. Poor old Ben was worried. I could see it. I couldn't help feeling sorry for him. It was a heavy responsibility he had, more than he could carry. I could help him. I knew I could. But no, I could not go back. Not after all that. A mouse does have his pride. One night, in the summer of 1776, I was awakened by a voice calling my name. Who could it be at that hour? I wondered. Sleepily, I turned over and peered through the mouse hole. There, on his knees, was Ben Franklin himself. Amos, I've come to ask you to come back, the great man said, as humbly as you please. I was pleased, and equally touched, but I could not let him see it. Out of the question, I said with a yawn. Please, Amos, consider your country, he begged. I have big decisions to make, and I can't make them alone. You must come back, Amos, please. On my own terms? I asked. If I draw up an agreement, will you sign? I'll sign it, Amos. I'll sign anything, he vowed to me. So I went back, having spent the night writing out our agreement by candlelight. Ben was glad to see me the next morning, you may be sure. He took my hat and coat. He made me some tea, but I was not to be put off my course. I gave him at once my agreement to sign. Of course, he said. Do you mind if I read it? If you wish, I said. That was when the knocking came at the door. It was Thomas Jefferson. Red! Ben called him in, and he was in a terrible state. You see, he was one of the leaders of the colonies, too, and he was supposed to write for them all the statement of what they believed, a declaration of independence, you might say. But he could not get the beginning right, struggle as he would. This time has come when we, the people of the colonies, he began to read, but then he broke off and shook his head. No, Ben, it's just not right. I mean, the time is at hand. No, that's not right either. Psst, Ben, I said, when I saw how upset the poor fellow was. How about our contract? Shh, said Ben, just a minute. No, I insisted, right now. So Ben got out his magnifying glass and began to read it aloud. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary. Ben, cried Red Jefferson, perking up. That's it! So that's how it happened, that I supplied the beginning for the Declaration of Independence. Oh, I didn't get public credit, of course, but fame doesn't matter to a mouse. I have my memories, wonderful ones, of the good old days, of Ben and me. The end. Thank you! Hello to everybody just coming in. Welcome. Phoebe, Doroshi, Voss, anybody else I may have missed? Come on in, pick a seat. We got a couple books left. Big books in the back have parent and kid poses. Little books and the rest of the way have kid poses, or you can bring your own chair. Maybe you got one of them. Maybe you got a cushion. Annie, can you hear me? It doesn't have to be here now. Okay, bye. Oh boy. Up next is Clifford the big red dog. Who here wishes they had a dog that was big? Any color, really. I mean, I'll take a red dog. You do? Me! Wait, never mind, you have one. This is very true, Spicy. You actually do have a large dog. King Kale. A purple doggy? Eddie, does this mean you can hear me? What? I don't see a dot, though. Oh!
I see it.
Oh! Oh, are you ready to read some Clifford then? It's hiding. Yes. Okay. Clifford's Riddles by Norman Bridwell. Everybody loves Clifford. He's the biggest, reddest, most loved dog. I'm Emily Elizabeth. This is my dog Clifford. He's the biggest, reddest dog on the block. He's smart too. And he even made up these riddles. What? What is black and white and red all over? Clifford dress up as a zebra. Okay, I was gonna say the font on the front page, but I guess that's not right. What is wet and pink and holds about 50 cans of dog food? Any takers? I was gonna say a pallet. Let's see. Clifford's tongue! And mouth. What is 12 feet tall, stops at stoplights, and has training wheels? The world's biggest bicycle. That's what I'm going with. Hi, Connor. Welcome in. Clifford's bicycle. A puppy sidecar. You know what? That's actually pretty clever. I like that. Oh, wow, Connor. Look at your wings. I love those. Clifford on his bike. Name 2 kinds of wood that you would use if you were to make a statue of Clifford. Oh, I got it. Redwood. Is that 2? Technically, I guess it's 1 kind of wood. Cedar. Dogwood. Joshua, I bet you're right. Oh, mahogany. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's see. Giant redwood and dogwood. Woo woo! I got 1. I got half of 1. Give myself a half point. If a dog marries a very small fish, what will their baby be? A guppy? A bloodwood, and it's called, a dogfish? Okay, comma, if you have it as guppy, I give you 1 linden. Let's see. A guppy puppy! Oh, here you go. You earned it. Pay 1 linden. Guppy puppy. There you go. For proof. Okay. If a bloodhound marries a bat, what will their child be? That's a great question. A gnat! Get it, gnat? No, maybe not. A buppy? A bad puppy? A tracker? Ooh. What? A bloodhound marries a bat. Let's see. A vampire dog. You know, they could have done a little better with that one. A little bit. Oh, wow, literal. Yeah, a vampire dog. Very literal here. What did Clifford do to get rid of dog pounds? What? He doesn't need to lose any weight. He's 12 feet tall. I'm sure his weight is proportionate to his Clifford size. Pupper size. I like that, Nicholas. He went on a diet. What? Look at the scale. It's got the springs out. It's very broke. It's sweet. It's furry. It barks. And it's frozen on a stick. What is it? I was going to suggest it was like the puppy. You know when the ice cream man comes by in the truck? You know that? It's a popsicle, but it's the kind that had the gumball eyes, and we always try to eat the popsicle part because who wants to, like, eat the gumball eye and then have to spit it out and then eat the rest of the You know, they did not design them well, if you think about it, because you're just helping children swallow gum. Like, why? What? Is it a popsicle? It's a popsicle. Who said popsicle? Kudos. You get snaps. Round of snap. Dulce! I love it. That's perfect. Sickle. Okay, let's see. What next? What do you call a wet pup? The Destroyer. Oh, the Mud Apocalypse. The Stinky Bobinky. Wet dog. Yeah, you're probably right, Spicy. Water dog? They were very literal with the vampire translation. Maybe it would be water dog. Let's see. A soggy doggy? Water dogged. I'm sorry, but water dog was pretty good. And soggy doggy was also pretty good. If your dog kisses you, what do you call it? Gross. Puppy love. Okay, I like that. Do not lick me with your stinky breath. Pupper kisses, a puppy kiss, puppy kissed. Ooh. Every pupper kiss begins with P and K. Slurp. A pooch smooch. Bentley, you had it. You had it, Bentley. Oh, wow. Pooch smooch. Oh, my goodness. What would be a good job for Clifford? All right, let's think this one for real, for real. He's 12 feet tall, okay? He's got 4 legs. We have seen him in prior stories stand up on his hinds and shake an apple tree. I remember this. Digging, Joshua, yes. Construction, people walker, Hardin, I agree. A fruit picker, a boat. I mean, I guess he probably could reach the depth of the ocean floor. A bus, yeah, like cat bus, like, oh gosh, from Totoro. A fire truck, yes. Male dog, I like that. Let's see. Bus. Oh my goodness, he could be a seeing eye dog for King Kong. You know, that was not on my bingo card. It wasn't on my bingo card. But it checks out. They did have a lot of books set in New York City. I should have remembered. Look at King Kong. And he's holding a lady. Oh my god. Where do you find bullies who pick on Clifford's friends? Far, far away. Whoever turned the page, they couldn't wait. But it's safe when it's sad, but when it's happy, watch out. What is it? A snowball. A Clifford snowball. His tail, a dog's tail. Okay, let's see. A fart! Clifford's tail, comma, and any. That was a tie. Both sent at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and give that to any. A dog's tail. There you go. What floats on water, is yellow, goes quack quack, and weighs 100 pounds? Clifford's ducky that's in the bath. You know, the bath ducky. Duck puppy. Clifford dressed as a duck. I bet you're right. Clifford's a rubber ducky. I got it. Yes. He is faster than a speeding greyhound. He is stronger than a Great Dane. And he can leap over a dog catcher in a single bound. Who is he? Super Clifford, underdog. Clifford, underdog. Super Clifford. He's a super pooch. Oh my goodness. That was adorable. Clifford Riddles. And now we know he's not just a regular dog. He's a pooch. A puppy pooch. P-O-O-C-H. He's Clifford the pooch. What? What's funny? What? What? Haha. I want to laugh. What Spicy's typing? We're waiting for Spicy. You're eating your birthday chocolate mousse. Yummy. I want some. Ooh. Is that how these ones work, Dulce? This, It's Mine by Gina and Mercer Mayer. I see a little spider, and I see a little flower. Yeah, the little critter books. Okay. Okay, well, we spot one spider. Who can keep track for spiders, and who can keep track for crickets? Oh, my God. Crickets. You can do cricket. Okay. And you'll see about spiders. Nicholas, appreciate you. Spicy appreciates. Okay, it's mine. Oh, wait. We gone too fast. What do we spy? Okay, so that's 2 for spiders, 1 for cricket. Because, hold on, let's look. Oh, you know what? Nope, there's a cricket on the front cover. I totally missed it. I seize it with my eyeballs now. Oh, thank you. I love that. Very organized. Okay, we're taking this one a little slower. Okay, we see these. So technically it's 2 and 2. We're all caught up on the cricket spiders. Before we start.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Who do we think will have more, or are they equal? Is it the same amount of spiders and crickets, or is there always one more than the other? That's my question. Take it away, Annie Benny.
My baby brother wanted to sleep with my teddy bear. I said, no, it's mine. Mom said, why don't you share with your brother?
I'm seeing 1 spider and 1 cricket and a dad asleep in the background. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
3 crickets. Hold on, I gotta open my eyes up. 1. I seize. Oh, 3, 4 crickets. Yes. Okay, 3 for crickets total. Sounds about. I was like, hold on a minute. My eyes deceive me. Okay, I'm looking at the leaves a little bit closer. I'm judging the table skirt a little harder. I had to let my brother sleep with my bear, even though it's mine.
When I was eating a popsicle, my dad asked, may I have a bite, please? I said, but it's mine. Dad said, it's nice to share.
And he took a big bite. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, creepy. I see the spider on a footy. I see a cricket on the door. Outside, I see the spider on the hat and a cricket on the grass. 5 for crickets. I set up my train. My sister wanted to play with it. I said, no, it's mine. Mom said, let her play too.
My sis took the tracks apart.
7 crickets. I think there's also 7 spooters too. Thank you, Melody. That's what we needed. Womp. My sister was reading my favorite book. I said, that book is mine. Mom said she won't hurt it. I had to let my sister finish reading it. Ugh!
Then I hid the book under my bed.
All right, I see a spider under the bed, and a cricket on the ball, and a spider on the lamp, and a cricket near the wall. My sister was drinking out of my special cup. I took it away. Snatch! Dad said, let her finish her drink. I said, but that's my cup. Dad said, nice critter, share.
So I fixed myself a drink in my sister's special cup. She didn't like that, but Dad told her, you have to share too.
Okay, let's see. Both of them are on the table in picture 1, and then the other one, let me see. Oh, by the salt and pepper. And on the chair. Napkin. Nappy cone. I went outside to play in the sandbox. My sister wanted to play too. I said, no, This is my sandbox. No.
Mom made me go inside.
I'm feeling like the numbers are also even, but still good to know. Thank you, Connor, for coming. Hope to see you again. I was playing with my building blocks. My sister wanted to play with them too. I said, no, they're mine. Dad said there are enough blocks for the both of you.
I let my sister play. She knocked my building down by accident.
Wah! Let's see. Where is the cricket and where is
the cricket's by the blue book on the left corner.
Oh, okay, I see. And then I see the spider too, Zeta. I see it. And I also see that cricket. She looked real upset. She didn't mean it. So I made a dinosaur with my modeling clay instead. Then my sister wanted to play with the clay.
I said, this is my clay. Mom said, if you don't share, you will have to put it away. I shared with my sister. She made a dumb-looking bunny.
Oh my goodness. The bunny is precious. That mother is not messing around. She is stern.
Pointing the finger. The mother
When I was blowing bubbles, my baby brother wanted to blow bubbles too. I said, no, these are my bubbles. Mom said, share. He dropped the bottle. They went everywhere. No, I guess. Maybe sometimes. Annie, that's a good question. Can you answer that question?
Huh? What question? Oh. I do not know the mother finger. I've never been a bad child. I always listen. Okay, except for when I touch the fire. Then I get the chocolate.
I cannot. This is unfortunately true.
My sister wrapped her doll up in my blanket. I took my blanket back. She cried.
Oh no, 20 Criskets, and I'm guessing 20 Spooters. Are we on the Spooter count, Nick? 4 on the page. Oh, might be 21. Okay, we're in the lead. Spider team. Mom said, you don't even like that blanket, so I gave it back. Mom said, it's nice of you to share.
I caught a big frog. I caught a big frog. I can't see the page. Hold on. I caught a big frog in the ditch. I showed it to my sister. Do you want to share? I asked her. Look at her face.
She's so scared. Oh no. Oh, don't. That frog's like, don't touch me. She said, oh, and ran away.
I guess she didn't want to share with my frog. Why not? Share the frog.
Well, at least I tried. All right, what's our spider count, Nicholas, and what's our cricket count, Spicy?
Cricket.
25 spiders in total. 25 Criskets! They're even! Yay! It was a tie. Thank you to my spider counter collector and to my Cricket collector. I appreciate you both. You're welcome. Yeah, it probably is intentional. You're right. And thank you, Dolce, for pointing that out. That was a blast. I love that. All right. Oh my goodness. Who here goes to school? Who here? Anybody here in SL at a preschool, at a daycare, at an elementary, at a anything? We got Spicy over there. You're in school. You've done some school? Yeah. Kinda. And he was in school. He's taking him a small break. A school break. No school for me. Yeah, that's a good spot to make friends, yeah. Okay. Well, Maisy here is going to preschool. Or maybe we can help her out with that. Maisy Goes to Preschool by Lucy Cousins. Today is a very good day for Maisy. She's going to preschool. There's always so much to do there and so many friends to see.
First, Maisy hangs her coat on her own special peg with her name on it. "Hello, Dottie," she says. "Hello, Maisy," says Dottie.
Good morning, Maisy and Dottie, says Mr. Peacock.
Let's start with painting today.
What pretty paintings! Mr. Peacock helps put them up on the wall. That's my new house, Maisy says.
"And that's Maisy and me dancing," says Dottie.
After painting, it's snack time. They have juice, cookies, and fruit.
"Ooh, yummy," says Tallulah. "Thank you very much."
Maisy and Dottie go to the bathroom.
Tallulah reminds them to wash their hands. "Sanitize your hands."
Story time, called Mr. Peacock. Gather round, everybody.
They all sit together and listen quietly to the story. Once upon a time.
Then it is quiet time. Everybody gets their blankets and snuggles up for a nap.
Then comes noisy time. Maisy plays the guitar and Dottie plays the drums.
Everyone plays something and joins in for a sing-along.
Out on the playground, everyone gets busy, digging in the sandbox,
Playing with a ball and driving the toy car.
How busy they all are. Skip the page.
And playing on the seesaw. And how busy they all are, yes. Yeah. Then it's time to go home. Maisy really likes preschool. Goodbye, everyone, says Maisy. See you soon. The end.
I used to like preschool.
You used to like
It
preschool.
is time for me to be a baby now.
Oh, yes, a small frog. A literal tadpole, if you will. I want to know, what was the gift? Bambi, tell us. Down in the front. Baby mod. Aw, cute. You're in toddler mode, and he's in toddler mode too, but something happened. We saw Pandy. Pandy's real tiny, if anybody ever sees and lays eyes on Pandy. And he was like, I have a need. That need for small. That need for tiny.
Tiny baby Annie.
Aw. Okay, Phoebe. Have a good night, sleepies. Thank you for coming to Storytime. We hope to see you soon. Good night. Okay, we got one more book. Let's see. Let me look. Is it rotten when covered with gook? I'm sorry. I can't help but say that, you guys. I'm a Nightmare Before Christmas nerd. Christmas nerd! And I just gotta. Oh, good. Dulce, I'm glad I'm not the only one with that line of thinking. Our final book is This Monster Cannot Wait. I want to go camping now. Agreed, Nicholas. Let's see. On the back, I'm going to flip it real fast. They're doing like timey-wimey stuff. We got a time travel helmet, very safe. There's an arrow through it. Can't you see how safe that is? The SS Future. Last one to the future is rotten egg. Okay. This monster needs some patience, but cannot wait. A story by Bethany Barton. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey time. This book is dedicated to my totally awesome nieces and nephews, Schaefer, Joey, and Frankie, Isaac, Avery, Ethan, and Evelyn. Vacation is only a week away, and Stuart's parents are taking him camping for the very first time. Get excited! He's got his trail map, firewood, a flashlight, sleeping bag, a little cup thing, a backpack, and marshmallows. He is ready spaghetti.
It's going to be so much fun. I absolutely cannot wait.
But that's just the thing.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
But that's just the thing. Stuart has to wait 5 whole days.
Oh, man.
World.
Really? He tried to make time move faster. I mean, he updated the clocks. According to this, I am hereby late to work and negotiated with calendars. Stuart, stop drawing on the calendar.
He even built a very advanced time machine to the future, of course.
Of course. But nothing seemed to work. Did you try to eat your spaceship, buddy? The mission was a failure, Father.
Stuart's mom wanted to help. Let's bake cookies, she suggested. It's a perfect example of how good things come to those who wait.
I love that. But Stuart failed to see the value in waiting and began to shovel the cookie dough into his mouth.
As a matter of fact, it seems like waiting was getting... As a matter of fact, it seemed like waiting was getting harder every minute. Am I ever going camping, am I?
Until Stuart had an idea. I'm a genius.
Frank Stewart. You know this reminds me of when I was about 9 years old. Honey, you're gonna want to see this. Oh my God, the page at the bottom right.
But if he could just make this book move faster, this book plus the N equals camping by the fire, he'd be camping in no time. I want to go camping now.
Did the book break, huh? Okay, I think there you go. When we catch him, he's going in time out. Oh, big time.
And that is just what happened. Oh man, I'm gonna be here forever, he states from his timeout chair.
Stuart agreed to help put the book back together and to do his best to wait patiently. Stuart would like to apologize for trying to push Second Life say you don't see book anymore.
He said Stuart would like to apologize for trying to rush to the end of this book. Sorry, folks. Apology accepted, kiddo. Back at school, nothing seemed to interest Stuart, but he wasn't the only one. What is this? Some point of...
That's Phyllis, Stuart's best friend. She doesn't want a vacation to come. Not at all. What? How is that even possible? She's cute.
Know. She is. I'm gonna miss my friends and my teacher, Mrs. Rumble, our class pet Snaps, and I just can't leave them all.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
What a weird reason to be upset, Stuart thought. All your friends are right here, and Miss Rumble too, even Little Snaps.
I love Little Snaps. Look at him.
So
Just fire breathing.
He's trying to do fire.
You're so worried about next week that you're missing right now. Sounds like somebody else I know. Stuart?
And of course, they were both right. But I totally said at first, you're such a nerd.
Stuart decided to take his own advice. He made the most of his lurking lessons. Lurking 101. Excellent use of the lurking techniques. It says here that we can chase bears. Oh man, let's do it! And they read up on Forest Frightening.
Oh my gosh. And before he knew it, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up!
It was time to go camping. Aww.
Oh, so cute. She breathes fire too? Wow.
Right.
Roar! And it was totally worth the wait.
It was totally worth that wait. Just like it's totally worth the wait for everybody getting ready to go to bubble camp. You guys will be there soon. You can wait. You can wait. Well, I think we've got just a couple more minutes left. And due to tomorrow being a very special person's res day, I've decided to read a book that they have been begging me about now for about 2 months. 2 months!
Oh, Mom, this is the book.
This book, Spicy Happy early res day. I hope this book is everything you want it to be when I read it, okay? This is The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak. Warning. This book looks serious, but it's actually completely ridiculous. If a kid, spicy, is trying to make you read this book, the kid is playing a trick on you. You will end up saying silly things and making everybody laugh and laugh. Don't say I didn't warn you. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures, but probably seems boring and serious, except here's how the book works. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say, no matter what. That's the deal, that's the rule. So that means even if the words say blork, wait, what? That doesn't mean anything. Blurf? Wait a second. What? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read to you guys. And I have to say, every word this book says? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey. And now I'm reading you this book with my monkey mouth in my monkey voice. That is not true. I am not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. Also, I'm a robot monkey. E-e-ah-ah, e-e-oh-oh. Wait, what? No. And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. This is a whole book. A trick? I can't. Please. Can I stop reading, please? No? And now it's time for me to sing you my favorite song. A song? Do I really have to sing a... Glug, 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 my face is a bug. I eat and for breakfast right off the rug. This book is so ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet? No? There are more pages? I have to read the rest? My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. And also, the kid I'm reading this book to is the best kid ever in the history of the entire world. Oh, really? And this kid is the smartest kid, too, because this kid chose this book even though it had no pictures. Because this kid knows that this is the book that makes grown-ups have to say silly things and make silly sounds like... Oh, no, here it comes. Glurgawak, my grumpity-doo. Aye, brogue, oomph, eef, blaggity, glibbity, globbity, gliggity, beep, but donkey face. Please, don't ever make me read this book again. It is so... silly! In fact, it is completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please choose a book with pictures. Please? Because is this just too ridiculous to read? The end. Bonk. I did not want to say that. And this is the book with no pictures. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That was awesome. It was very interesting. I'm glad you thought it was fun, Shadow. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Spicy. Happy early res day to Spice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome for the stories. Thank you guys so much for coming to Kiwi and Lime Storytime today at Firefly Scouts. If you want to join the group, let me know. I will send you an invite. If you did join the group, let me know, and I will give you your right tag. If you want to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, feel free to grab those links from my profile pic. And I hope to see you at the next story time. Or maybe if you join Scouts, I'll even see you a lot more here because I'm always doing Scout stuff.
Don't forget about the blog's Discord.
Oh yes, the Bog's Discord. Okay, let me.
Blog. Yes.
Yes, I got it. Okay, I got that. I'm just gonna start spamming the logo with information. Well, here's a Discord. If you Discord, here's the YouTube. Don't forget to sign up for Scouts. Your parents can come, your caregivers, your one Meemaw you have that you see sometimes for Christmas. Thank you guys for coming.
I'm sorry, Auntie, but that's probably the best present you're ever going to give me. You won't be able to top anything else.
I won't be able to do what?
You won't be able to top this present.
This. Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it play back when, like, I go to edit the video later. Good night, Nicholas. Thank you for coming and keeping track of the Spider Friends. Good night, Bentley. Thank you for coming.
And don't forget the Crispits are counted too. Because we all like Crispits.